Welcome to our Relationship Flow. We are holding a special time together. This is known as Shovavim. I'm very excited to be able to share an update from our family and everything going on. A lot of new energy in the world, a lot of opportunity to Mahadesh, to renew our flow. One of the things you let go, then you can flow. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to allow ourselves to just flow forth by letting go first, not trying to control the mic, control the situation. I'm hoping that the sound comes out. I'm just trying a new mic. And my hope and desire is to be helpful for those who are struggling in the area of intimacy. It's definitely something which is very intense these days, and the challenges are real, and also how it affects Shalom Bayit, what Shalom Bayit is, and we're going to go through just some very quick points that I think would be helpful for the current Tafshin Pei Hey 5785 2025 challenges. And this is the day, this is the time before the ultimate intimate flow will take place of us joining and becoming one with our Creator through Mashiach Sekenu. Before we get to that time, the ability to unite with another person is going to be severely challenged. Firstly, because of the amount of distractions, which I think is the biggest obstacle to intimacy and relationship. We're sitting here in the base midrash, but we've still got the phones, we've still got all the things going on. Very, very intense test to constantly focus in on content and filling up our minds and souls and looking at what we look at to make sure that it's something which enables us, especially this time Shovavim, to come closer to our true self, and through becoming closer to our true self, our soulmate, and therefore focusing our energy towards the right person. This intimacy aspect we were discussing the other day in the Maran, this idea, this tremendous light that's available before Mashiach comes, before the Messianic era. There's a tremendous availability of light, of das, of data, of information, of inspiration. It's available. Now the question is, are we prioritizing? Are we tuning in? Are we making that our tachlis, our purpose? And that takes focus, that takes dedication. That's the first point that we're going to do. The second point is then once we're focused, we have to build a clear vessel for that light to come in. And that's what Shalom Bayit is. Shalom Bayit is understanding that the mochin, the seed, the neshama, comes through the person into the kli, the vessel, into the malchus, into the shalom bias. This is the bias, the house, to bring that ore into the kalim. A person needs to bring that light into vessels. Vessels are built through respect, through love, through dedication, through harmony, through recognizing the greatness of the other person, having the humility to recognize the greatness of the other person, and to be strengthening that other person, constantly giving them attention. That's one of the hardest things for a man generally to do, is constantly be in a state of dedication and empathy and support and emotional awareness, self-awareness, and to be humble enough to listen and to understand what the other person is wanting and not wanting what they think they understand the other person, to not put your own script or agenda onto the other person, but to have the humility and ability to be able to listen to that other person in a deep, soulful way. Now, we're not going to go on too long. I want to keep this focused. So those 2 points, just dealing with the distractions of our generation, the intensity, the way it takes us away from our focus on our soulmate and our goal to find our soulmate and to bring that light into a kli, into a vessel. Those 2 points, the first of focus and the second of building vessels of shalom bayis through respect, through dedication, through ava, through empathy, through love. These are the 2 main points. And I think then you can harmonize and come to that third level, which we'll end off with today on our relationship flow. And I'm sorry it hasn't been weekly. We're trying to keep it up at least monthly. And once again, remind everyone, we do have a blog that we put out there together with Relationship Flow. We'll put the link at some point below in description, but it's connected into the United Souls book that I'm writing, and this connects very much with the third point, is to try to be a little bit more compassionate on each other, to be a little bit more patient, a little bit more understanding that we need to be patient with ourselves, to understand most of the supposed sins or pagamim or blemishes that we create in this area are not really being looked at by our Creator. Not saying that you're patur, you're not exempt. You have to try work on yourself and protect yourself and become a tzaddik, a holy person, a dedicated person to Hashem and to your wife, to your soulmate. But the concept is that it's not the ikka, it's not the focus. The focus is on how you can constantly get up and get it right and keep trying. As Shlomo Katz the other day said in the office from a therapist, he said in the shir as well. So the concept that a lot of people are wanting to, nail it every day, try to get the full 100% out of the day, bring Mashiach, that kind of pressure on themselves, bring the ultimate Shalom Bayit, and that pressure, that perfectionist level, that from both sides of the couple, is what often leads to most of the, lack of expectations being fulfilled. Rather, it's about tuning into the fact that you gave it your best, and to believe that the other person's giving it their best, and together you're trying to build a home, and that joining together of those ritzonos, of those wills to do the best you can, that in itself is already a huge achievement. The fact you're wanting this and you're trying every day, that is already a huge accomplishment, and that's a true level of soulmate. That's one of the things I've explained many times, that my wife and I, and we've mentioned many times, we're married now 23 years, and I think we're on our 11th move currently as we're speaking. There's a lot of challenges. We've got older kids, bigger problems. My youngest is 13 and all the way up to 22. So, and one son just coming back from Syria today, and the war and the 3 different places he fought throughout Israel, Gaza, Lebanon, Syria, and my other sons, each of them, and my daughters, and all the challenges that children bring, in a good way, in a healthy way. Sagad Abonim, for the true nachas, that we understand that these 2 souls coming together are soulmates. That's what gives us the strength. That's the glue, the honey that binds our relationship no matter what, that we love each other so deeply, and we're building this home together, this 11th home now for us personally, and we're seeing tremendous miracles going on around us, and we pray for everyone else to be zocher to miracles in their own way and their own families, and please God, the hostages and the peace and the shalom, and so all the confusion out there, we should be zocher mitzvah Hashem to home in on what we have and what we do and what we accomplish, and to be in that mindset and to constantly generating a good energy, a good vibe to each other, and to be supportive. And sometimes when we're not in that way, to be real and say, I'm not in a good space, and I need a little bit of space right now. But we have the strength that we know that on soulmates we're going to come back together again, even stronger. And that is the concept, that no matter what, there's a tremendous love binding us all together in the deepest way, and we've got to build from there, even with all the obstacles and with all the challenges, and keep building from that place. And please God, be zocher to will be merit the ultimate relationship flow. If anyone has any questions, would like to connect directly, I'm putting this out with in mind that please God, soon we'll have the opportunity to do some Zooms or to meet together and work individually and also as a group, and the intimacy, relationship flow, to be able to be open and talk about the challenges. There's tremendous challenges. Be real about them. To be open. I have many episodes, many stories, many online classes about the journey I had in this area, and I'm still journeying in this area, constantly working on focusing more and more on the true love and relationship that we have as soulmates, and building that relationship flow into our daily life. So by letting go. And I bless everyone to have a beautiful Shabbos, Shmos, Shovavim. Everyone should be blessed to have Shalom Bayit, to build their Bayit Nema B'Yisrael, to have their own beautiful home, and to really enjoy the blessing of having a soulmate, and to build a beautiful family that we can, please God, only share in good news and simchas. Amen v'amen. Thank you for listening.